Hello, everyone. Welcome for A Case of Talent. My name is Beth Fleck. Shaping the future of attracting physicians. Why is this important? In our textbook, chapter 55 states the employee experience is an important force that will shape an organization's approach to talent management. The environment created where people want to show up instead of a place where people need to show up is the basis for a positive employee experience. The Canada physician landscape consists of the following. By 2025, in research, millennials will make up 75% of the global workforce in Canada. In addition, young professional physicians desire transparency and on-demand accessibility of information regarding their compensation structure, as well as a positive environment. What are the options for this Director of Health Service recruitment? She can continue to do the same thing, which is not working, or starting today, she can develop a strategic action strategy with the HR and vice president of her organization. Because physicians value communication. Is there a doctor in the house? This is the case study. There are 4 important elements that she must implement. Number 1, identify the purpose for this medical community in Canada. They're short-staffed. Number 2, review the framework and look for positive skills in her candidates that will add to Windsor recruitment efforts. Number 3, identify technology and the best practices. Currently, she has not implemented any technology, no web sources or any online recruitment strategies. This is a need. And number 4, plan to onboard the 2 candidates, possibly 3 candidates once he gets his certification. The case study agenda, I'm going to go over 5 things. Number 1, recommendations to improve the recruitment strategy. Number 2, interview questions. Number 3, a detailed recruitment strategy. Number 4, itinerary for the 3 candidates. And the recommendation for the 3rd candidate. The first recruitment strategy solution, the director needs to partner with the medical board of directors and attend Northeast and Southeast medical conferences, conventions of top medical schools in Canada and United States to find candidates of Windsor. The University of Michigan and the Mayo Clinic in doing research are the top medical schools. In addition, she needs to join the UHN, Toronto General and Mount Sinai hospitals. Their leading academic healthcare system is comprised of 4 large teaching hospitals to recruit leads. In addition, she must join Canada's top medical recruiting agency. I found Physicians to You as the #1 in Canada. There's no cost for this director till the physician positions are filled. And I'll go over this a little later in the detail. Join the Windsor Board of Directors City Commission to improve immigration restrictions for licensure. She needs to facilitate when she joins the Board of Directors. She can facilitate and talk about her needs in the Windsor area and how she needs physicians and ask for help. In addition, she becomes an ambassador. For example, I'm an ambassador of Gwinnett County and I recruit for Brunel University. She can become an ambassador within her city or county and become actively involved so that she is the eyes and ears and everybody knows her in Windsor and out surrounding areas. Technology, she has none. She needs to select a new HRIS. My suggestion would be ADP in Canada. It's #1. There's a low cost and there's free ads that she could join by joining ADP. She gets free ads in LinkedIn, Indeed, and Glassdoor. Offer free relocation assistance and family assistance. Currently, the competitors offer this. She can add to this with offering free relocation assistance and family assistance. Join the university online job boards to find and relocate PA candidates and nurse practitioners from the United States. Our example, I worked for medical corporations and currently at Brunel University, we have a wonderful PA program and nurse practitioners. This will be instrumental in her aligning with universities in the United States or in Canada to recruit physician assistants and nurse practitioners to fill the staff positions in addition to her physicians. And finally, roll out the Windsor Physician Shadow and Mentor Program. Number 2, interview questions. Our first candidate is Dr. Eli Cohen. Some of the questions: what was your caseload working at San Francisco Hospital, and what is your preferred caseload? Where do you see yourself professionally? 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? What type of computer or software skills do you possess? With your teaching experience, would you mentor or be willing to have a new physician to shadow you during your employment? If selected, what type of recruiting methods would you recommend to improve the Windsor area? What HRS management system did the University of Connecticut use? Describe your experience in fundraising on the committees and share what government or committees would you serve if you were selected at Windsor. From your military training on your CV as a senior medical officer, what was your takeaway from your experience, and how will that help you in Windsor? And finally, what are the top 5 innovative risk-taking skills you'll bring to the community to grow the physicians in Windsor? Additional questions include: what new trainings are you willing to take or lead? Why do you want to change jobs and work here? Why should we hire you? And as a physician, you will take on several responsibilities, including grant writing. Tell me about a time when you experienced an overload of tasks, felt overwhelmed. How did you resolve that issue? Our second candidate interview questions, Dr. Lisa Simpson. What are your unique skills that differentiate you from other physicians? How did you hear about this position? Are you willing to talk to other interested applicants at your alma mater? If selected, how will you contribute to this hospital? She is fluent in French, so that would really, if she was hired, she could really be instrumental in helping the director when talking to international candidates that speak French. Is she willing to travel in case the job demands it? How would you stay motivated in this role? Where do you see yourself professionally in 2 years, 5 years? What will be the biggest challenge in this job, and how will you combat this challenge? Number 3, the detailed recruitment strategy. In more detail, the director will meet with the HR director at the regional office and partner with the HR director to obtain a new budget for this year. Select the new HRIS. ADP Canada includes free postings. Meet with the web developer to develop a website. Needs to take place. Attend the next scheduled regional recruiting conventions. Schedule the international convention in France with Dr. Simpson if she's selected, who's fluent in French. Meet and partner with the marketing department. Marketing creates new brochures and marketing kits with tools to bring to all the events when the director goes. And marketing bi-monthly meetings are scheduled with the vice president of marketing to track progress. Partner with international universities and pay for online advertisements. Meet with local news stations and radio broadcasts. Things that I want to talk about is number 3. If you join Canada's top medical recruiting agency, Physicians to You, there's no cost to this. What I mean by this is the #1 recruiting force in Canada. There's no cost. She can join and obtain applicants. In addition, she joins the Windsor Board of Directors City Commission to improve immigration restrictions for licensure. She becomes an ambassador. She uses new technology and websites. She offers free relocation assistance and family assistance to new applicants, which the other competitors don't always do. Post advertisements at the universities to medical students. Start a virtual lunch and learn monthly with new applicants. This is key. She needs to be consistent. Post advertisements in the global medical journals and advertise on all online job boards. A detailed recruiting strategy also includes surveys are sent to selected candidates during the first 30, 60, and 90 days. There's 6 months to track the progress. Also, I recommend a year. Exit interviews need to happen or tracked in the HRIS system if she selects ADP. That's key to finding out why did the candidates leave and what can she do to retain them. And partner with recruiting firms to attract progress through ADP to measure. She's going to be using surveys throughout an HRIS to track the website leads and track outcomes. Canada is essential for this. And next year, meet with the HR Vice President of Marketing to discuss the year-end goals and evaluate progress. The itinerary for candidate Dr. Cohen is the first date Monday, June 3rd. 8:30, she picks up Dr. Cohen from the airport and points to the educational universities around Detroit, including University of Michigan, check in a hotel. Next, breakfast with the doctors and staff at the hospital and tour the hospital in Windsor. That's key. 11 a.m., meet with the research coordinator and head physicians to discuss the current research projects regarding infectious diseases. 12 noon, lunch at the upscale Windsor restaurant with the director. 1:30 p.m., tour the Windsor Regional Center for Infectious Diseases and meet with the specialist doctor and staff. 2:30, coffee break with the top realtor in the area to discuss housing and local cultural interests. The itinerary for Dr. Cohen continues at 3:30 p.m. Meet at the University at Windsor Teaching Hospital with the staff. 4:30 p.m. Coffee and meeting with the president of the university to discuss the research and new teaching at the new campus. 5:30 dinner at the Waterfront Hotel, a Q&A session, and ask the doctor what else that he wants to see while he's here. They have a good hour. She can still drive him around and find places that he wants to visit. 6:30 p.m. drive the doctor back to the hotel, thank the doctor for visiting, leave a thank you note at the hotel with a basket of healthy goodies. Next, we have the itinerary for Dr. Simpson, Tuesday, June 4th, which is the next day at 9 a.m. The director meets the family at the Windsor Airport. The family is assigned a rental car to take a tour of the Windsor City. 10 a.m. early check-in at the Hyatt Regency arranged ahead of time. 11 a.m. director meets Dr. Simpson in the lobby for an interview and tours the city. 12 p.m. lunch back at the hotel with the family. 1 p.m. a tour of the Windsor Regional Hospital and staff. 2 p.m. the family meets with the top realtor to showcase homes for sale and tours the top school districts and daycare. This family has young children, so this is important. 3 p.m. meet with the executive director for the husband's engineering. She sets the recruiter up with her husband so that he can find immediate employment, and then she'll be able and feel comfortable to be able to move with both of them finding both new positions. At 4 p.m., coffee with the director. Ask the doctor what other sites that she would like to see. At 5 p.m., give family time for an hour to see the city, talk, leave a basket of healthy goodies at the hotel, the director will. And at 6 p.m., thank the family for visiting. Recommendations for our final candidate, Dr. Haysom. Schedule a meeting the following day with Dr. Haysom at the university. So you're going to pick the doctor up from the airport at 10 a.m., provide breakfast and a welcome basket for the doctor, provide information regarding Canadian medical certification and application, provide a tour of Windsor Research. Meet for lunch at the university with fellow doctors, provide recommendations on certification. In the meantime, schedule a Zoom meeting every 2 weeks with the director, the doctor, and the mentors to track progress. The goal is that she will hire this third candidate pending that he completes his certification. In conclusion, Windsor Physician Engagement and Retention heads for a change of scenery. By implementing all these methods, it will create a win for her and also a win for the organization. Thank you for your time. In conclusion, the references that I used: number 1, Flanagan, 4 Ways to Increase the Number of Doctors. Says former Harvard medical dean from Harvard Business. The next reference was Canada Needs More Doctors and Fast from Richardson and Hussein. And Tackling the Doctor Shortage in Ontario, Canada, I got information from the Journal of Medical Regulation. Thank you.